We've also announced, given that the government has brought in 1 million people over the last 2 years, which is a 70% increase than any other 2-year period in our country's history. So there has been this explosion in the Big Australia policy under Mr Albanese that he didn't take to the last election, never mentioned it to anyone. And over a 5-year period, the government's predicting over 1.8 million people. But as we know with every one of their predictions, the numbers have blown out. So that number is likely to go higher than 2 million people. And these people, of course, all need homes and they want to either buy or rent. And in that situation, Australians are being forced out of home ownership and rents are being driven up. And that's a problem that we want to fix. Now, today we're here to announce, on top of our 25% cut to migration in this country, which we've outlined previously, we are going to announce some changes in relation to international student numbers. Now, international student numbers are up by 65% under this government over the last 12 months. And when you think about that, that is what has contributed to the driving up of rents, particularly within Sydney and Melbourne, but capital cities otherwise. We want to provide support to regional universities, and we put in place a cap which will be 30,000 lower than what Labor has in place, or 80,000 lower than what the numbers were just a couple of years ago. So this is a very significant step that we're taking. It is all about making sure that we can do what we can to help young Australians get into home ownership more quickly, and how we can help with the rental crisis that Labor's created as well. We have a plan to get our economy back on track. When you look at what's happening with the international markets, when you look at what is happening with great uncertainty across the world, including here in Australia, we need to make sure that we have a coalition government managing the budget and the economy after the next election. Labor, as has been demonstrated here in Victoria, always taxes and spends, which is a wet blanket on the economy. It destroys enterprise, it destroys employment prospects for young people, and it means that, as we've seen under Labor over the last couple of years, 29,000 small businesses have gone closed, including many in the construction sector. So we are going to be a government of home ownership. I want to be the Prime Minister that restores the dream of home ownership, that has first and foremost in my